Arthur. He was always so good at finding things. If he can survive the Garden District... He was so mad, but... He could never stay mad at me for long. Not after he told me off. Well, that was tedious.
Oh, look who's all...
I'm... sorry.
For the past 14 years, I've sort of thought about what I'd say if I ever ran into you again. But being a complete jealous arse about the General was not really part of the plan.
Sir Robert's a client.
Oh, good. I mean...
I don't go around having sex with all my clients.
No. Of course not.
I could ask him. He likes to feel important.
Even after all those awful things I said.
We used to be Arthur and Sally. The two musketeers. Remember?
Did you really come here just to offer me a letter of transit? Or did you want something?
I thought we could help each other.
All right. What do you want?
I used to know I could trust you about anything.
Of course you can trust me. What is it you want?
It's going to sound stupid, but... a bottle of cod liver oil.
A bottle of cod liver oil? Like your mum used to torment you with?
What if I told you it was sort of a souvenir?
Why on earth would you want to remember your mum?
I don't know. I keep hoping I'll remember something that'll make it all better. Like maybe it was an accident and she didn't mean to poison the soup. You know how joy fucks up your memories. Look, if it's too much to ask...
I suppose it would be too much to expect. Don't worry, Arthur. I will ask my friend the General for a rotten scrap of paper just for old time's sake.
Look. It's not exactly a souvenir. Things have got a little more complicated than usual. I'm sorry I fucked everything up. I wanted to die, you know? I thought about it. But I couldn't. Not after...
After what your
what
mum
my
did?
mum did.
Look, I'll get it for you. The cod liver oil.
I missed you so. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'll get you that letter.
I have to go.
I'm sorry.
I really...
It just
I'll just
came out.
Go. Get you that bottle. Meet you back here sometime. Let you know when I've got it.
I guess I've got to see the General now. Won't that be fun? I used to run away to my secret tree to cry. And Arthur would come and sit with me. Happiest time of my life, I suppose, in retrospect.
Lovely to see you, Miss Boyd.
Hello, boys. Keeping us safe?
Next walk can't come soon enough, if you ask me, miss.
Hope the Jerrys come before my knees go, Mum.
I'll let the Jerrys know you miss them.
You lot don't appreciate the General.
I hope the General's not in one of his oh poor me moods. It's such a chore dragging him out of them. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? It's Sally Boyle. I'm not a German infiltrator. Please don't ambush me. Where are they?
Miss Boyle, we weren't expecting you. Harry, why the fuck is the gate open? Excuse my French, ma'am. I told you to close it.
No, Sergeant, you didn't. You said you were gonna close it, but you had to go to the loo first.
No, I didn't. I said I'm going to the loo. Why didn't you close the gate?
Boys? Boys, you can close it now if you like.
Right, Harry, close the gate, if you please, whilst I accompany Miss Boyle to the General's office.
Miss Boyle! Oh, won't he be happy to see you?
He's trying to fix the boat again.
The one in the warehouse?
You mean the one in the boathouse, as his mom?
They've moved the boat to the water.
And he's got Hardy patching it up. Hardy don't hardly know which end of a boat goes in the water.
If you don't think Hardy's up to it, find me someone who does know boats. Sally!
Suppose you drift away, sir. How are we going to fetch you?
What an unexpected pleasure.
Army officers ought not to be pottering about in boats, sir.
I realise you must be out of Rainbow. You haven't been round in weeks.
Wasn't I around just a few days ago?
Damn it. Oh, and a friend of mine left the parade without his letter of transit. Now he can't go back to work. Isn't that silly?
Any friend of yours, my dear.
It's been too long, anyway.
Oddest thing, last time I was there, I could swear I heard something that sounded like a cat. But I haven't seen a cat since the war. Have you? Fortunately, I wrote myself a note. Sally's got a baby. What do you suppose that means?
Who knows? Once you hallucinated that you were back in India and you kept saying, "But I don't want to shoot some poor bastard's elephant."
You're as clever a liar as I am. You can lie with the truth.
You're cruel to toy with me, General.
It's Dr. Verloc's baby, isn't it? No wonder you never told him. God knows what he'd do to a baby. You might have told me.
She's not your bloody baby. So what do you care?
Do you remember the children born after the war? We got some of them out, but they made everyone so unhappy.
Can you get us out?
I might be able to get her out if I'm very clever, but no. I can't spare you. What do you think would happen if our beloved Bobbies ran out of Blackberry Joy? I've a safe house. Remember that abandoned building where you threw me that masquerade ball last year? I've cleaned it up a bit. Bring her there.
I'm not sending her away.
Why not? It's traditional, a single girl in trouble, not equipped to take care of her baby. I'd have thought you'd be grateful. You'll end up in one of Dr. Verloc's glass cells, and even I won't be able to save you. You don't know what it's like to be alone, do you? A girl like you never is. I think you know the way out.
All right. I've got the bloody letter of transit. Arthur said he'd let me know when he had the cod liver oil. Oh, I hope he sent me something on the blower. Wait, if the General's got the boat in the boathouse, if I can get it working, maybe I can get us out of here. It is here. The General's Bristol pilot. My God, if I could steal a boat... But does it work?
Miss Boyle! How lovely to see you.
You got the boat in the water. Well, over the water anyway.
It don't leak quite as much anymore. Thing is, the motor don't turn. I mean, forget starting it. The old man's got the only key. I can't even turn it with a wrench. Rusted solid. I'd have to take it apart, but I think I'd never get it back together again.
You know a lot about boats, and you're the only one fixing it up?
Ma'am, I'm a joiner. If you need a door hung, I'm your man. Apparently, that makes me the General's expert on boats.
My dad and I patched up a Bristol pilot when I was a girl.
Is that what sort of boat it is?
Did about 20 leagues, but it wasn't really white water. So we sold it for a twin diesel schooner. Of course, the Navy requisitioned that for lake patrols. We tried to patch up a Q-boat during the occupation, but we couldn't find a ramjet. I'm not an expert.
Would you happen to know how to fix the motor?
Well, if it's rusted solid, maybe Dr. Faraday would make a new one for me.
You know Dr. Faraday? If the likes of me asked her, she'd probably zap me with one of her satanic devices.
All right, but don't tell the General.
No, ma'am. It'll be our little secret. Won't the General be surprised?
Well, Gwen, we may just make it out of here alive after all. I just need to get Dr. Faraday to make a new boat motor for me. Then I lied my ass off to Hardy. I've never been near a boat, so I'll need to find someone who can tell me how to drive one. And I guess I'll need to steal the General's key to the boat. All right. First things first. Who can tell me about boats? Wait. The air raid shelter. Arthur and I snuck in there once. And then we walked the rail tunnels all the way back to Maidenhome. I should go down there and make sure the hatch door is still open. Never hurts to have an escape hatch. Oh. Wouldn't Arthur be pleased if he'd come up with that?
Starring the hilarious Ronald Shiner and Arthur Askey. Don't miss this uproarious comedy.
Who drinks that much whiskey? Good. Now I can Oh, that crazy old pirate. He must know about boats. They can't be hard to find. He's always at the pub. Where shall we wander today? out of the smelly darkness into... well, not that much better.
I can recommend...
Oh, the reverse.
Hello, Miss Boyle. Usual.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm looking for someone.
He's not here. He's just stepped out. Don't know when he'll be back.
Where's the pirate?
Does he owe you money too?
No, I want to talk with him about boats.
He ran out looking for Eddie. The meat boy said he was on Wednesday's Hill.
Eddie McMillan? What's he doing there?
What you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino?
What?
Elephino. Watch yourself out there. The old name for that hill wasn't Wednesday.
That's goddamn creepy. I am so glad Foggy Jack doesn't live down there.
They've taken him. Poor Eddie.
Who's taken Eddie?
The cultists up on the hill.
The Yam people.
It's not yams they worship. It's too horrible. You have to stop them. They're gonna kill him. I wish I could do it. I'm too scared. Oh, God. My legs have got all watery. I'm a coward, Miss Boyle. A coward.
I'll do my best. Don't go anywhere.
Save him, Miss Boyle. Please.
Help me! They're gonna cook up my heart and eat it!
Oh.
No, please! No! Don't kill me!
My God. They're gonna cut his heart out. I don't think I want to fight all these vegetable worshippers. I wonder if there's a way I could drug them. Oh, look. They're drinking out of a chalice.
Hear the words of the
No!
old...
Please! Don't kill me!
Oh, look, you've been beaten by a girl.
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! They promised me sweets if I came along with them. But there weren't any, and they tied me up.
You mustn't trust strangers, Eddie.
I know. But I can trust you, can't I? You're good. And Arthur, he's good too. Percy always said so.
Yeah. Arthur's bloody brilliant. Look, you wait here. I'll send someone to get you home.
You saved him. I wish I had. I love that lad. He's one of the best people I know.
Yeah. He'll need you to carry him home. Listen, Captain, I need to fix up a Bristol pilot. The, General's.
Oh, that's a beauty. I love that boat. Clean lines, beautiful woodwork. I was just reading about it.
Could I borrow your book?
Oh, sure. Here we go. Least I can do. After I didn't save Eddie, keep it. You'll need it more than I do. Tell you the truth, I haven't been in a boat in 15 years. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a sovereign for a thirsty pirate, would you?
I feel smarter about boats already. When is Arthur getting that cod liver oil? Maybe he's got it. Maybe he's already sent a note on the blower. I'm so close to our playground. Maybe I should just see if he's there and see how things are going. All off.
Aren't we dressed up?
Hi. You're still in town.
I got it. Your precious cod liver oil.
Lifesaver.
Have you got my letter of transit then?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy. You look rough.
What do you care?
How are you gonna get out?
Why won't you just give me the fucking letter of transit? Oh, it's always what you want. Always what you need. Every little Sally whim. Bloody cod liver oil.
Am I really that awful?
What, just because you seduced my dad in my mum's bed while you were staying in our house?
How was I supposed to tell him no? I'd never anywhere else to go.
Sorry.
Here. Let's go together. We're two musketeers. I'm scared, Arthur. Aren't you?
It's going crazy out there. We have to go now.
Wait. I have to go back to my place first.
Why?
And we sort of have to wait till dawn.
Oh, God, no.
There's something I have to tell you.
No, that's crazy. I can't. Oh, you shouldn't have asked for that ridiculous cod liver oil.
I've got a baby.
It's just self-preservation, Sally. No hard feelings.
Arthur? Arthur? Did he even hear me? Of course he heard you. He just didn't care. At least... He brought the cod liver on. Oh, I've got to get it to Gwen as fast as I can.
You are not.
got something wonderful for you. Well, actually, it's perfectly horrid. I know. But it will help you fight those nasty measles. And that is everything. We're gonna see the world, darling. We're gonna leave this awful place and go wherever we want. Just as soon as you're feeling better. All right. I know a thing or two about the General's boat. Now I just need a boat motor. I hope Dr. Faraday can make me one I can carry.
First we have
Oh dear. Oh, shut it up. I hope she's not gone on holiday.
Annie's pretty neat, isn't she?
Oh, this again. It was months ago. I was only dancing.
Well,
She turned you
someone's
on.
inside,
I
obviously.
was only dancing.
You wanted her.
Come on!
Don't
I
get
know
me
you're in
wrong.
there.
I was only
James.
dancing.
Roger, it's
I
Sally
was
Boyle.
watching from the... Oh, Sally! What are you doing here? Roger! Roger, it's Sally Boyle!
Where's Dr. Faraday? Is she all right?
I'm afraid she died. There was an explosion.
For fuck's sake, James. It's Sally Boyle.
She's not here. She died.
James!
She said she died in the explosion. No, fuck!
She's right upstairs.
Roger!
Dr. Faraday? It's Sally Boyle. Dr. Faraday? James said you're alive.
I suppose 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead.
You're hiding in your own house.
I don't like people. They want things. Disturbs my thought processes.
That's a shame. I rather like people.
I used to have the most beautiful collection of records. Helped me tune everyone out. But all my records blew up with my house. What brings you here?
Who do you listen to?
I'm sort of embarrassed to admit it, but the make-believes. The early stuff, before Nick sold out. The Unicorn song?
That's my favourite.
I had a rather brilliant formula in my head the last time I had it on. See, I've been trying to make a sort of portal. No matter. I lost the idea when I lost the record.
I know where a copy is. I think I could get it for you.
Really? I know if I heard that song, I'd remember my idea. That's how my brain works.
Could you make me a motor for a Bristol Pilot?
Boat motor? I've had sneezes more complicated than a boat motor. Thought you were here for something difficult. Ah, sure. You bring me the Unicorn song and I'll make you a boat motor.
The Unicorn song. That awful song.
I bet the only person in Wellington Wells who hasn't burned their record is Nick himself. I can't believe how many times he made me listen to it. Or at least we were on drugs. He'd never part with it. On the other hand, he's passed out half the time I come by. I'll just sneak in while he's sleeping. Where did I leave the key card he gave me? It's in that suitcase I brought to the Bobbies. Where the hell did I leave it there? There. Is this the post box I dared Arthur to blow up? I really should never have posted that letter.
Drop that.
See, Gwen? That's how you land a man.
Funky as ever. I'm not surprised the maid quit. Sleeping it off? At least he's taking a bath. That's something. It's probably down in his secret lair. How do we get down there? Some sort of secret button, didn't he? Paranoid, aren't we? What's he been taking? I can't believe someone actually likes this record. In a bucket.
Whoa, look, lads! It's our lucky day!
We don't need to go through this again, do we? Don't you remember what happened last time?
I have a very poor memory. Almost as bad as my impulse control. Fact remains, you have been selling unapproved pharmaceuticals in Bobby Catesby's domain, and you ain't paid for that privilege.
All right. Let's dance.
Do you have my record?
I have indeed.
This is fantastic. I'm finally going to be able to make my portal. Never mind about that.
And my motor? Have you made that?
And you have earned your boat motor. I won't ask you whose boat or where you're sailing it. I have an entirely different plan.
Does it involve portals?
Clever lad.
Remarkably compact for a boat motor. All right. I've got a boat motor and a boat manual. Now all I need is the General's bloody key. He doesn't have it in his office in the camp, or I'd have found it already. If I know him at all, it's in his safe house.
When I told you to come to my safe house, I meant knock on the door, not come down the chimney. Did you forget something?
Gwen's safe.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you're taking smashing good care of her. What if one of Dr. Verloc's boys comes knocking while you're out?
We'll move house.
And when they catch you out on the street, what happens to her then? Come, look. It looks empty from the outside. No sense painting a target on the place. Food for a year, vitamins, first aid.
How lovely for you.
You'll stay here after I get Gwen across the bridge. It's the only place I can keep you safe. I wanted it to feel like home.
I think I'll keep looking.
You can't go. The doctors are scouring the streets.
This is a cage.
Not once you tell me where she is.
I'm not going to do that.
I think you will. Baby's going to get hungry if you're not there to feed her.
You bastard! You horrible, vicious coward!
Sally,
Traitor!
do you love her, or do you just love having someone who needs you?
Let her stay with us. Here. Please.
This is no place for a child.
She's just a small thing. I'll make you happy. I promise. You'll come first. I can make you so happy. You're just like when we first met.
How dare you?
I think I've just pissed him off. I've got to get out of here.
Sally? Oh, Sally, you won't be leaving this facility without me. I've the only key card.
I've got to take him down somehow. This is a really nice lab. Maybe I can use his own magic against him somehow. I can make morpholine. If I throw it in that fountain, it'll steam off morphine gas. And down he goes.
You're trying to come up with some clever chemistry, aren't you? I like you, Sally. Why do you have to be so damn difficult? Who else is going to give you what I can?
Now I'll just have to turn on the fountain.
What do you think you're doing with my fountain? You bloody witch!
He's got all my stuff in his office. I'd better get it back.
You'll come to your senses. I've done terrible things, Sally. I had to do them, but the mob despised me for it. I think I deserve a little consolation in my old age.
I'm not your consolation prize. How long was I in there? I've got to get back to Gwen.
Lovely day for it.
Lovely day for it. The neighbors think you've got a downer in your house.
Not me. If I were any happier, I couldn't walk in these heels. That's a joke.
They heard someone crying.
Love to chat, but I'm expecting Sir Robert any moment.
Then you shouldn't have provoked Dr. V like that, after he tried so hard to put you out of his mind.
Look, you tell Anton that the General is going to be really fucking pissed off.
I don't think he much cares anymore what mood Sir Robert is in. Personally, I'd like to see your customer list. Odd. Something I've not smelled since... That's a baby!
Yes. Isn't she adorable? Buckety bucket. Okay, think, Sally. If he doesn't come back, they'll send more doctors. We can't stay. I better not try to move her during the day. Everyone want to stop and have a chat. It's gonna be dark in here, darling. But when you come out, you'll be as safe as you can be. You're going to be as quiet as a mouse, aren't you? Because you don't want Mummy and you to be torn to tiny little pieces. Just go to sleep for a little while. Alright? All we have to do is travel safely across the entire city and not upset any doctors or any townsfolk carrying torches or pitchforks or plague victims. Oh, the stories you'll have when you grow up. These tracks would be so much nicer with trains.
Grima Gast! Quite sunny weird!
No one's here. Thank God. Let's get out of here, shall we, Gwen? Shh. It's almost over. Let's just lower this into the water. Oh, they won't anymore, will they? Make as much noise as you like. Maybe I'm not such a rubbish mum after all. You'll never know how alone someone can be. You have me. I'll have you. You'd never guess I'm happy, would you? We're gonna have such adventures. We'll be the two musketeers.